gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are here live from America, live from Tennessee. Actually, Cookeville, Tennessee. I'm going outside here because I want to talk to you guys real quick about some stuff. So, we're in here. We're doing sound checks. Look at that. Wonderful people out there. We got graduations going on. Woo! All right. Let me walk to a place so I can talk to you guys candidly real quick for a minute, shall we? Do me a favor. You're the force multipliers. You folks need to get as many eyes on this right now as possible. Okay? We're at the Cookeville Community Center here in Cookeville, Tennessee. And let me tell you something. I just got the best welcome that I've ever received anywhere. These people are treating me like I'm some kind of rock star, some kind of a big deal or something, and I'm not used to that kind of stuff. It's bringing a tear to my eye. I'm not used to that kind of stuff. I don't deserve that kind of stuff. Thank you very much. Hey, Provo, good to see you. Thank you. Lydia, thank you very much. Excuse me. Adam, Lisa, good to see you. No, I don't know. No. I don't. What these guys are doing for me, I that's kind of stuff that they do for like presidents and stuff. Like, that's not what this is all about. Steve, how you doing, man? Becky Adams, love you. Good to see you. I appreciate you. Judy, good to see you. Guys, please let everybody know, because still there's a lot of people who don't know that we're doing YouTube live while I'm out on the road. And, oh, man, Alicia, how you doing? Russ, good to see you, my brother. Thank you very much. Amanda Mutos, good afternoon. Missouri in the house. Lisa Naquin, love you too. I really do. You people are saying, I keep seeing you guys saying I'm changing lives. You guys have changed my life. Look, my wife changed my life first. God changed my life second. And who would have thought that you guys would all change my life third? It's just incredible. Thank you, Becky. I appreciate that. Jana, good to see you. Lori Lane, it's your ministry. Well, hey, I never would have thought that was the case. You know what I mean? Like, I never would have thought that was the case. You know, I'm just out here trying to do whatever I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? And like, I'm blessed to be around great people who are doing the same, and I'm blessed to have an audience like you guys who literally have made all this possible. None of this, and I mean capital NONE, is possible without the Live from America family. And I really have a problem when people say fans, your followers. That's, no, man. No. I will, nope. We're all in this together. We're all one big body of Christ. Jason Hurd, hope to shake your hand. Hey, if you're where I am, I will never, ever not shake somebody's hand. Even if the bus is like, let's go, we gotta go, and there's still 20 people out there waiting, guess what? The bus can wait. The bus will always wait. Because there's no way in hell I will ever not be right in the fight with you guys. I will never not be in the fight with you guys. Judy Heinold, how you doing? Linda Nadler, you didn't stop in Illinois? No, we didn't come. We went down the East Coast and then shot over to Tennessee. I believe Illinois is going to be the next leg of the trip if we do Michigan, and then over to Wisconsin. I believe that's the case. Then that's my home state, you know. So it's coming very, very soon. Adam McPhee, yeah, man. Hey, we all are, ain't we? We all are. I mean, there's not one of us that's more of a real deal than the other. I mean, we're all out here trying to do the same thing. So, yeah, Renee, definitely Ohio too. Yep, no, the whole Midwest thing is going to be the next leg of the Save America tour. But the problem is in June, we pretty much got June is already a wash because I go on my family vacation for 10 days in June, and Ben is on his family vacation in June as well. So it might even be into July, but that's okay because we're going to have enough time to schedule everything properly, and there's still going to be plenty of stuff going on to fight for in July. You know what I mean? And President Trump will be 3 rallies deep at that point. So I just don't know. I don't know the schedule yet, but I will know very, 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 very soon. Thank you, Sarah. Yep, everybody's doing great and everybody's doing wonderful. So I want to tell you guys about something that just happened, all right? And I don't lose my cool like I used to, but I literally was losing my cool this morning with somebody, and I had to get back on the bus because I could not believe what I had heard. And I'm going to tell you one thing. It's going to change the way Live from America is going forward. And it's going to change the way Live from America goes. I'm going to tell you that right now. So we were just leaving from where the Real America's Voice crew was at their hotel. So I sleep on the bus, except for one time during this trip, because I wanted to have a real shower and stuff. But I sleep on the bus. And so we went back to the hotel because we stay at truck stops. The bus does. And so we went back to the hotel to pick up Ben and the rest of the Real America's Voice crew. And we were just getting ready to leave, like literally just getting ready to leave. And somebody, Jerry on the bus said, "Hey, there's this guy out here you need to interview." I'm telling him about that story right now. And so we get out, and it's this older gentleman, says he's a pastor, says he's a Republican, right? And normally I wouldn't tell you this, but there's a reason that I'm telling you this. It's because race became a big thing of it, really, in a lot of it. But he had to have been probably in his 60s. Black dude, nice guy. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not a nice guy. I'm not saying that he turned out to be a bad guy or anything like that. But he told us he was a preacher, and he told us he was a Republican. So me and Ben, come over here, man. So me and Ben, we get off the bus, and we go to interview this guy. And Ben sets up his camera, and I have video of this up until the point where I had to shut my camera off and walk away. And Ben was interviewing him. And Ben, his opening monologue right away, why don't you tell the people a little bit about kind of how that started?
Well, it's interesting because I was like, man, this guy's going to be great. He comes off as, I'm a patriot, I'm a pastor, I'm a Republican, I love the flag, blah, 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 blah. Immediately it's Trump's a bad guy. What happened on January 6th, you need to get over it. And the scariest part to me was what he said, "I'm just glad we finally have some peace."
That's what he said.
And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? So I'm listening. I'm just listening. I'm just letting him go, and he's going and talking about how terrible President Trump was. And now finally, we're getting the country back and all. And I'm like,
no, wait, let me stop you. This guy's a Republican.
That's what he says.
It's what he says. And he's a preacher.
He's praising Liz Cheney.
And Mom Jean's Mitt Romney.
And so I'm letting him go. And then, that's my whole thing is you got to let people talk. But you can tell when somebody doesn't want to let you talk.
Which he didn't.
He didn't. So I jumped in a couple of times. I'm like, wait a second. Hang on. So you're okay with that. You didn't like the chaos under President Trump. You think it's peaceful now. And then we went into what Joe Biden did, the quid pro quo, wouldn't acknowledge that even happened. And then ultimately went into Antifa and BLM. Guy says that, those guys are good guys and it's just actors out there that are causing the bad stuff. And I'm like, man. So clearly this is a guy who only listens to CNN, watches CNN, MSNBC, and has just accepted a lie.
And he may be a Republican. He may be.
That's the scariest
part. This is
part.
How bad rhinos are,
That's
right?
the scariest part.
Right?
Is that even on the Republican side, so many people have been lied. They've accepted the lie. And the scariest thing is he thinks he has the truth.
From the bottom of his heart, he thought he was telling the truth.
He thought he was telling the truth. And man, just so deceived.
So what happened then is he wouldn't let Ben talk. Ben says, "Look, I want to challenge you on that." He goes, "You can challenge me all you want, young man." He's like, "I got pictures of what happened on January 6th.
I'm like, we were there.
Ben goes, "We were there on January 6th, right? We were there on January 6th." And he's like, "You can be there all you want. I don't care." Like he just was not listening. So then he got into Trump's lies. He got into this guy did not give us peace for 4 years. He lied. He always was going after people. There was no peace. And so Ben goes, okay, well, what about, and he just started spitting facts. Lowest unemployment, the policies, get rid of the tweeting. Let's talk about the policies. And what did he say about the policies then, Ben?
Oh, they were bad.
Everything was bad, right?
Then he starts saying how the economy was already coming back under Obama. I mean, it's just all the same Democrat talking points. Clearly, that he got his I mean, it was incredible. You have to watch it. You guys will have to watch it.
You got the whole thing on tape?
Yeah.
Even when I started snapping?
Yeah.
So
this guy almost lost it. I'm like, simmer down.
So there's a reason why Ben does what he does, and there's a reason why I do what I do. I couldn't do what Ben does. I could not sit there and allow that to continue to happen. Now, if this guy came out and said, "Hey, I'm a Democrat. I think Trump is a pile of whatever," then I would have had more patience for what that guy was saying than the fact that he was out there saying he was a Republican and he hated on Trump. Literally, there was a point where he looked in the camera and said, "Trump, you're going to jail and your whole family's going to jail." And he was talking, and the whole time, and the whole time he's sitting there talking about God and how God hates liars and God hates this and God hates that. And so Ben said, "Okay, let me tell you this." He goes, "If there's proof shown to you that they cheated," and he goes, "They didn't." He just wouldn't let Ben say that. And I said, "No, you need to stop. You need to listen." I said, "Ben is saying if. It's a hypothetical question. You know what that is?" And so I said, and Ben goes, "If it was proven that it was stolen, would you accept that Biden's not the president?" He goes, "Nope, you got to wait till 2024. Just the way it is." And I lost it. I lost it when he said, "There is no proof of cheating, and this is all a lie from Trump's followers, and they're destroying the Republican Party." And I lost it. I literally, he kept talking over Ben. He thought he was loud, right? He thought he was louder. He thought he could run his gums a little bit louder than everybody else in the parking lot. And so I jumped over that. And I said, "Nope, you're going to stop now." I said, "I can tell you 8 different ways from Sunday right now how they cheated that was illegal according to the Constitution, and we don't even got to talk about Dominion." And I went right into talking about how the state legislatures are the ones that make election law, and no governor, no secretary of state, or no state Supreme Court can override that and change the election law at any time, during an election, during a pandemic, during anything, without going through the state legislature. He goes, "Republicans have been doing that for years, so what?" And I'm like, "Can you call yourself a Republican?" And I was screaming at this point. Like, I wouldn't let him talk. He was trying to talk, and I'm like, "You go ahead, man. I don't come from the same place Ben comes. I don't come from the same place some of these Republicans come from. I'm not going to let you sit here and do this. I don't care." I said, "I am so sick and tired of Republicans being spineless. And the reason that we lose, and the reason why we lost that entire cheat that happened and nobody stood up, was because Republicans allowed Democrats to walk all over them like they're nothing but trash and dirt. And I'm not going to allow that kind of crap to happen ever. Ever." And I lost it on him. I lost it on him. Now, I wasn't swearing. I wasn't calling him names or anything like that. I'm just not going to allow you to talk over the people that have the truth. I'm not going to allow you to talk over somebody who's trying to have a dialogue with you when you're spitting regurgitated CNN. And literally after there was a point where I was going to say, "You need to wipe that CNN puke off the bottom of your lip before I punch it off your face." Like, that's how bad it was getting. And but I knew that that's not the way to do things. And I feel bad. I just sat on the bus. Literally, I need to go back on the bus, and I need to get on my knees and ask God for forgiveness, because I lost my cool, and I can't do that, at least not to the point where I was getting to. So I had to walk away and get on the bus. And they continued to have the interview, and even we were even trying to come to common ground, which was Christ, and the guy was still pushing and pushing and pushing. Let it go. I am letting it go. I'm letting it go right now on camera.
We're gonna get some food and go check out a waterfall. Let's go.
Well, give me a minute. Hey, I need to know in there who's running our music. How our music is gonna be. Who's the sound guy? I guess I should say.
This gentleman said it was the auctioneer.
So Jerry was saying
okay,
we need some extra lighting. Is it possible to get some extra
Sorry, guys. I just want to finish this up real quick here. So no, he wasn't drunk. No, he was literally so anti-Trump, and he was like, and I'm sick of what they did to Liz Cheney. What they did to Liz Cheney is wrong. And he was calling Mitt Romney a patriot. And I said to myself, check this out. I just got a video of that kid. Guess what? He is the youngest actual official honorary deputy of a county. 10 years old, right, buddy? 9 years old. And I got a video of what he told you, and I'll post that. But this guy was literally saying that what Trump did to the Republican Party and what Trump did to this country, he needs to be in prison for, and his whole family needs to be in prison for. And I don't care where I am, and this is why I'll never be able to interview people in the press room of the White House, because I don't have the ability to let them spew two things: lies and ignorance. I don't have the ability to do that. I just don't. It's not in my blood. I cannot allow somebody to say those things when they're completely untrue. And so then we were talking about quid pro quos, and he's not talking about how Trump needs to be impeached. And we're talking about Biden's quid pro quo, and he said it never happened. I said it never happened. Let me pull up the proof. I'll pull up the proof right now. I'll pull up the audio right now of quid pro quo. I said, do you even know what quid pro quo means? Yeah, you give me something, I give you something. Perfect. Cool. Glad you know what it is. Glad you're not that stupid. So I pulled up the video and showed him the video of Biden saying, so if he doesn't fire the prosecutor, I'm not giving them the $1 billion. Pulled it up, played it for him, and he still said, that's not quid pro quo. That's under the president's orders. President can do that. I said, no, he can't. President isn't a king. You cannot withhold aid from a country just because you want their internal affairs to change to your agenda. You cannot say that there's a stipulation on this aid that was approved by Congress for you as long as you fire a prosecutor that's prosecuting our vice president's family. You can't do that. And he said, yes, you can. There was no getting through to this guy. And yes, that was here in Cookeville. There was no getting through to this guy. And once I realized there was no getting through to this guy, and once I realized that there was no dialogue, that is when I shut my camera off and walked away. Now, Ben's got the entire thing on tape. I don't. I recorded like half of it, and I put my phone down because I needed to get involved in what was happening. But then what I realized is, wow, folks, we're never, ever, 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 ever going to win with a half a team. We're never going to win with a half of a team. Ever. And I don't think I need to continue to focus on fighting the Democrats as much as I have been. I think I need to focus my energy on Live from America, on ridding this party of these rhinos. Now, I gotta say, maybe losing my cool was, I know losing my cool was not the right way to go. I know that. But I didn't lose my cool because of his opinions. I didn't lose my cool because of what he thought. I lost my cool because of the way he was treating us. The way he was talking over us and wouldn't let us talk. That's why I lost my cool. That's why I ended up speaking over him. I gave him proof. I showed him proof on video. And he's like, I don't care. I got pictures of it. Trump. And then he said that Trump did not cause the lowest black unemployment, did not cause the lowest unemployment, did not lower taxes. And me and Ben are like, yeah, he did. Number one, as far as lowering taxes, I saw it in my paycheck. He said, I didn't. And I'm like, well, thinking to myself, apparently then you're too ignorant to even read or know what numbers are, right? And then he said that all of that recovery that was happening in the economy was because of Obama, was happening as a result of Obama leaving office. So I was sitting here thinking, okay, and I don't want anybody out there who might be blind or deaf to take offense to what I'm about to say, okay? But right now, we have, in the Republican Party, we have 2 Michael Jordans and 3 Helen Kellers. That's the best way to explain it. We have 2 Michael Jordans on our basketball team, and we have 3 Helen Kellers. And you need 5 people that understand how to play the game of basketball as a team and to win. And there's no way that this Republican Party is ever going to stand united and win consistently like the majority of this country wants us to win, as long as we have 2 Michael Jordans and 3 Helen Kellers. So, somebody said, we are a team. Remember, 10% are lost. I understand lost, and I understand bought off, paid for, and wolf in sheep's clothing. And the people that I'm talking about in this Republican Party are not lost. They are wolves in sheep's clothing, and they're out there pushing an agenda that comes straight from the lips of Don Lemon, Nancy Pelosi, and Chris Cuomo. Those are the people that I'm talking about. And those are the people that I'm dedicating Live from America for the foreseeable future on getting rid of. Because there's no way we are going to win, take anything back, or literally do anything unless we get rid of them. And like I said, I don't even know if the guy's really Republican or not. But it was incredible. Anyway, I'm not spending any more energy on that guy. But just know that when I get home, I'm going to spend all my energy on making the GOP the GNP. Okay? Now, Cookeville, Tennessee. What just happened in there? The welcome, the way they brought us in, the way they said, because the show starts later on. It'll be live on here, and it'll be live on Real America's Voice News. It's 4 to 6 Central, 5 to 7 Eastern. And they're like, anything you need, let us know. And they got us this beautiful community center with stadium seating. And we're going to do whatever we can to continue this Save America Freedom Tour. And none of it works without you guys. None of it works without you guys. And I just want to thank you so very much. And I also want to thank you for having patience while I'm gone and not being able to do the show. I know that a lot of you guys are donors, and you guys, you really funded the show. And, you're used to having a routine, and so am I. So, we'll make the best of it, okay? And so we're going to get ready to go and do some stuff here. I just want to thank you guys all for everything. I'll continue to go live throughout the day. Ben's like...
I'm hungry, bro.
Yeah, Ben's hungry, but he's laughing at me because I lost my cool. That's what he's doing.
I'm hungry.
He's laughing at me.
I'm hungry, bro.
Okay, we're going to go...
I'm an eater.
We're going to go... So am I.
And I might have diabetes.
And he doesn't know. He doesn't know. Are you sure? All right, guys. God bless you. We'll see you in a little bit. We'll try to go live throughout the day. Share the video. Get it out there. And this guy. All right, guys. God bless you.